Welcome to this presentation. Everyone will get my newest book at the end of this presentation on Never Worry About Volatility Again, the proven strategies to make your income consistent, to make your trading profits reliable, so that if volatility spikes or a crash happens, you'll be safe. And I'll be giving you that book by sharing a private backdoor link with you at the end of this presentation, so don't miss out. In this training, I'll be covering the 3 best strategies for eliminating volatility risk, and so that you never have to worry about huge losses, overnight crashes, or sleepless nights again. Now, why am I doing this? Well, the book that I'm going to be giving you in just a little bit at the end of this presentation will be giving you 8 different strategies for eliminating volatility risk. I wanted to create a presentation to share the 3 best ones so that you can actually implement them quickly. All right, so today you'll be learning the secret options automation tool that protects your accounts from volatility 24/7 and turns any strategy into a stream of passive income, even if you take a nap, go on vacation, or are playing golf, aka you're not in front of your screen. I'll also be teaching you the 3 best strategies for eliminating volatility risk that every options trader should be using every single day. And now strategy number 2 saved me from losing over $10,000 last year. And then last but not least, I'll show you how Roman used the automation tool to make $3,070 and use the 3 volatility strategies to keep his account protected while he was at work, despite having never traded options before. So, just a reminder, since I know people are just still jumping on, everyone who gets my newest book at the end of the presentation, you will be getting it, and I'm super excited because I put so much time into this, literally step-by-step strategies to eliminate the risk from your trading. It's not going to eliminate all of it, but it will eliminate 99% of it, and it's going to be great. It's going to make your trading more consistent, more smooth, and your returns more reliable. And again, I will be telling you this link at the end of the presentation, so make sure you're there so I can share that link with you. It's not just something that you'll get to your email. You have to actually attend this training. Stay on. I will share the link with you at the end. Sweet. So before we get into the fun stuff, the legal disclaimer here is during this presentation, I will be sharing student results, my own results, and things like that. But that does not mean that you will have results too. You can do worse, you can do better, but either way, it requires work on your part. This training is only for educational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor or a registered broker-dealer, but if you want a professional, go consult one. All right, guys. As you are probably knowing and doing, option selling is really incredible, right? You sell options, you see that it works. I was doing the same thing. I was making about $3,000 a month, and it was great. Until one day I lost big time. I lost $15,000 overnight. I woke up and I saw my broker minus $15,000. And so, oh my gosh, this crushed me. Not from the fact of money, because yes, I lost money, but I had a goal with trading, okay? My goal was that I would be able to trade from anywhere in the world at any time so that my wife could then do whatever she wanted and we didn't have to worry about money. We could travel and we could do that. But when I woke up and I saw that I lost $15,000 overnight from something I couldn't really do or control because I was sleeping, I felt hopeless and scared. So I was like, there's no way I can make this work. I was doing small win, and had a huge loss, and I felt like I was just stuck in that trap of no matter what I did, I was always at break even, or I was always losing because I would always have a loss that came around, and there was no way that I could make it consistent. There's no way that I could actually provide for my wife and we could travel. And so I was scared, and I was like, I can't do this. And so I mustered up all my courage, and I kept searching for a better way. I read books on volatility. I watched every video online about it. And then I even started taking my wallet out and paying for courses, coaching. I spent thousands, tens of thousands of dollars on trainings to help me better understand option selling and ways to reduce risk. But the problem is, no matter what I learned and what I did and all the strategies that were taught to me, it didn't matter. Because unless I was standing in front of the screen 24/7, I wouldn't be able to actually implement them, right? I had to actually be staring at the screen, and that's not what I wanted. I wanted freedom from the screen. And so I realized there has to be something different. And then I was continuing to do my research, and I came across this article that said about 70% of trading volume is done by algos. What does that mean? That means that almost all the trading in the US stock market is done by bots, robots, algos, and things like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is it. right? If almost all the trading is already being done by bots, and again, this was back in 2020, now it's like way higher, like 80 to 90% probably. I bet I can find a way to automate my option selling strategy and take all these volatility strategies that will help protect my account from crashes, from spikes, from different things like that, and implement it so that it gets done for me automatically every second, every minute of every day. And so that my account can actually be protected and I get the free time I wanted. And so that started my 1 year journey of building out this tool. And then again, it's been almost two years now of building and making this tool amazing, but it's called the Options Auto Trader. And it not only allows you to automate your options trading, but it builds in the best practices of all these volatility strategies for you. And so after I started using that, it helped me increase my profits. I went from making about $3,000 a month on my winning months to making $8,000 a month. So I made more money. Why? Because my emotions were removed. It was more consistent, more reliable, and I didn't get in my own way. And so again, that was about a 10% return on my invested money in my first month of using the Options Auto Trader, which was incredible. So I increased my profits, but not only that, I decreased my losses. My losses were smaller. They were more infrequent, and I was able to actually protect myself against crashes, against volatility, and some of the other strategies that I'll be showing you today and that are also in this book. So the Options Auto Trader helped me increase my return, decrease my losses, and most importantly, and what I'm proud of the most, is it gave me my time back. Not only was I able to automate my income and I was able to reduce the risk a lot, but it gave me my time back so I could travel with my wife. And actually, I'm using this in the money that my account is generating to help replace her income so that we can continue to travel and she can stop teaching. Not that teaching is not a good profession, but it wears her out, guys. And it's so hard, and the students, especially because she teaches in a lower income school. And I'm just so glad that I'm able to give my wife, I'm just able to fulfill on the promise that I made when I married her, that I would provide for her. And so that's what I'm super excited about. Not only that, I helped other people do it as well, like Ryan, who made $3,500 in his first 30 days, but he does it because he wants to provide for his family. Roman, who made $100 in his first 30 days and can actually see himself retiring, and again, we'll cover his story more in a little bit. David, who's made $1,000 in his first 30 days, is using the time to actually enjoy retirement and go travel with his family. And then Dean, who made $700 in his first 30 days. And so I love that I've been able to help everyone get these results as well, and not just myself. So today you will be learning, number one, the secret options automation tool that protects your account from volatility 24/7 and can turn any strategy into a stream of passive income. So let's dive in on how to do that. The question you might be asking is, why do I need to automate? And so the real answer is because we can't do everything. Guys, crashes happen in an instant. They also tend to happen overnight while we're sleeping. And so we can't constantly be watching the market prepared to get out when a market crashes. We also don't actually know when a crash is starting and when it's not, right? And so it's hard. But not only that, not just ignoring crashes, talking about volatility. Volatility can spike 200% in literally 10 minutes. And so unless you have your eye on the ball on every stock, on every asset all at the same time, you're going to miss something and you're going to lose money. And so again, we as humans, we can't do everything. And sometimes we make mistakes, sometimes we mess up. And again, when we can use bots, when we can use something reliable, we can just execute those rules all the time, every second of every day, so that we don't miss out. Now, if you can do everything, congrats, you're Superman or an alien, I don't know. But you still have to battle yourself. Even if you can do everything correctly, you still have emotions to deal with. Fear and greed, causing you to stay in the trades too long, causing you to get out too early, chase trades, FOMO, all this stuff. And so the thing is we can solve all these problems by using automation, like the Options Auto Trader. We can make sure the market, our system is watching the market for us all the time. Even at night, we can actually check our trades on a second basis. We can watch for market, like literally all that can be done by automation. Plus, it removes the emotional aspect. So here's the simple steps to actually automate your strategy. Number one, enter the strategy into the bot. Again, this is a rules-based system. You tell the bot what to do, and it will do exactly what you say. So you say, hey, bot, I want to trade a strangle strategy. I want to trade this symbol at this time using these strike prices. And it does it. Step 2, you say, okay, these are the entry and exit rules I want to do. I want to enter when this happens. I want to exit when this happens, and it does it. Step 3 is after you say, hey, this is the strategy, this is when I enter, this is when I exit, and then you set up safeguards to help protect your account and make sure the bot stays in line, right? And so you set how much money you want the bot to use. And just like that, now you're on step 4, which is profiting on autopilot. Here's a strangle strategy that I've been running for the last 2 months, and it's saving me about $4,000 so far, which is great. And so again, this is what you can do with automation. I haven't traded this. I haven't touched these trades. I haven't done anything. I only check it maybe once a week, and it's already made me $4,000 with very minimal risk. Why? Because it's automated based on my rules. It has all the risk parameters that I'll be teaching you here in a bit built in, and it removed my emotions, which is great. So, do you want to see a demo of how exactly this can work and how you can automate your own strategy and how you can do so using and planning in the best strategies to prevent against risk and volatility? All right, cool. So, let's dive into a demo real fast. Sweet. So, this is inside of the options auto trader. Super simple. Shows me what my account's doing, how my bots are doing. But what I want to show you is how simple it is to get set up. Okay? So, if we look at it, I'm going to click on Create an Auto Trader. And I have 2 options. Either I create one or I pick one. Now, I'll show you more about picking later in this training. But right now, I'm just going to click on Create an Auto Trader from scratch. So again, we have all these strategies we can do. Any type of options trading you do now can be automated through this platform. But just to keep it simple, I'm going to say we're going to do a short put, a naked put. Okay? So we're going to sell a put. Again, I can pick what asset I want to do it on. Let's say I want to do it on SPY. I want to do it, let's say, 90 days out into the future. And I want to sell a put at the 10 delta mark. I want to sell one. So that's how simple it is, just to set up the trade. Again, I can do that for whatever trade I want to do, strangles, credit spreads, debit spreads, whatever. And so again, we look here. Next, I define how often I want to enter this trade. So maybe I want to enter the trade once a week, and I want to enter the trade once a week on, let's say, Thursday. So this is a good example. I can also set a specific time or any session if there's a specific time of day I want to enter. And so now I can say, hey, bot, I want to enter during these rules. If you want to do something more advanced, we have more advanced settings there for you. But it's super simple. Just tell the bot how often you want to enter the trade. Next is how you want the bot to manage the trade. So, let's say when you're selling a put, you typically do around a 50% take profit, somewhere in there, 25 to 50% is about average. So 50%. Then we can add a stop loss of 200% just to cap our downside. Now, what's great is that this actually prevents against market manipulation. So we don't send the orders out to the market, because once the order is at the market, market makers can take advantage of it. So if you've ever had a stop loss where you put a stop loss on the option and it immediately executed for no reason, that's because of manipulation. So we keep your markets inside, or your orders inside of our server until it's time to execute. So when it's time to do the 200% stop loss, then we'll send it out. So just like that, I say, hey, this is my take profit, this is my stop loss. If I want to close it early after a certain number of days, I can do that as well. There's also a ton of advanced rules if you want to do something more advanced, but I'll just keep it at the basics. Next, I set the account safeguard. So how much money do I want to allow this bot to trade with? And so again, I can just say $5,000, pretty standard here. So okay, I want this bot to trade with 5,000, and so then it's going to do all that. Again, there's other safeguards which we'll be getting to later in this training, specifically how it works behind the scenes so that you can do it yourself. But yeah, just like that, then it gives us a review. It says, hey, this bot is going to do a 90 DT. It's going to sell a put on SPY once a week on Thursdays. This is how it's going to manage it. This is how much money it can use, and gives me my approximate breakdown of risk and reward and things like that. So that's how simple it is just to create your first bot. And again, as you can see here, I have 3 bots running in this account. You can see it's been red recently because the market's dropped a lot over the last couple days. You can see here still the performance is relatively flat, and I still have a positive open and balance, or an open profit and loss because of all the strategies I'm going to teach you of how we can reduce volatility risk. All right, cool. So that's inside the options auto trader. That's how simple it is to get set up. So now you can automate any strategy you want, whether it's a credit, debit, calendar, you're selling a strangle, selling a put, doing a 1-1-2, whether you're doing a futures options, whatever. You just automate it using those simple rules. And again, if you want, you can just click on pick an auto trader because you don't have your own strategy. You can pick from one of our bots. You just click like that, and then we automatically preload all the settings for you. So just like that, the options auto trader is the easiest way to actually take a strategy and completely automate it, and as well as put up all the safeguards to protect you from risk. Now let's explain more about the ways that we can prevent against risk later. So let's jump back into the slides. So who here thinks that the options auto trader is awesome? You're like, Austin, I can see how it can, I can see how it can give me my time back, how it can automate it for me, how it can reduce my risk, how it can remove emotion. Austin, I can see how beneficial it would be to not have to be staring at the screen 24/7, so I can actually enjoy time with my wife, enjoy time with my kids, enjoy retirement. Guys, if you think the options auto trader is awesome, you're in the right place. Okay, so who exactly does this work for? It works for options traders who with a strategy. Option traders without a strategy. If you stay tuned later, I'll be showing you how you can actually still want one of mine. It works for people who do undefined risk, defined risk strategies. It works for credit strategies, debit strategies, calendar trades. It works for option traders who trade stock options, ETF options, futures options, index options. It works for someone who is new to options, never traded them before, but just wants a way to generate reliable passive income. And it also works for people who want to trade options but without all the risk that you're probably suffering from right now. But don't just hear it from me, hear exactly how Ryan is using this software.
I think one thing, like even in some of our trainings that we've had, we talked about how this is the only bot that you actually know what it's doing. I have a bot right now. I mean, I could almost screen share if that's illegal, but it's trading Forex for me. I had $1,500 in there. I think I started with $13.95 to be exact. It got up to 14 because it's real slow. I'm trying to do 2% a month, $1,400 account. I mean, I don't expect much money, but I want to be low and slow. And so they got me up to 1460, I think it was. And I just checked it before I got on this call, and it's down to 1370. So it took forever to get up there, and then it lost 70, $80 in a matter of like a day, 2, 3 days, and so yeah, I would tell people find something you can trust, find a company, because this one I actually know what it's doing. The other bot, they programmed it for me. I had to trust their system, what their strategy is. Are they swing trading? Are they day trading? I don't know. I have no clue. But at least with this bot, I know exactly what it's doing, why it's doing, and it actually follows my strategy or my trading style. So this is a no-brainer. And so now with the bot, it's just I sleep at night. There's times when you want to be in front of the computer all the time because you're always trying to make money. We're always taught to make money. Like that's just what we're taught as a whole. You're always gonna make money. And because we live in a world that's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you can always be making money. And so now suddenly you're stuck in front of your computer every day, or you're out to dinner with your friends and you're still checking your phone, checking the market, always worried about your positions. I don't do that anymore. I mean, today I have to run around, didn't think about the market at all. So that's what the bot has done for me. It's not only made me money, but it's also taken away the stress of having to worry about are my positions protected.
Isn't that cool? Are you guys getting this? Do you see how Ryan was able to do this? Not only was he able to do it and provide for his family, but he has confidence because he knows why it does what it does. He set the rules and it follows those rules, and he's able to automate his trading and do it on autopilot. And guys, how much would literally making $3,000 a month change your life? Like, would that change your life? Would that bring you more peace, more security and more peace of mind? What if you could only make you $300 a month? Like, would that not help with groceries? Maybe help with your kids? Like, couldn't that do a lot? And so again, that's the power of automating our options trading. So you have just learned the secret options automation tool, and now we're going to be diving into part 2 of this training, which is the 3 best strategies for eliminating volatility risk that every options trader should be using every single day. And now strategy number 2 stopped me from losing $10,000 last year. So Steve Burns, who's a professional trader who's been trading for over 10 years now, said, if you do not manage risk in trading, then nothing else you do really matters. In the long run, you will just give back any profits. I bet you have seen this to be true. I believe this to be true because I've seen it, right? I've had small win, small win, small win, large loss, right? You saw that. I had about a $3,000 month and then $15,000 loss. And then again, and then again. I feel like I'm on this infinite cycle of where the losses just end up killing my profits and bringing me back to break even and losses, and it's annoying and it's frustrating. If I could just get rid of my losses, I would be making money. And so that's the idea here. If you can just limit or manage your risk, then you'll actually be able to boost your returns. And so here are the 3 best strategies for avoiding volatility risk as an options seller. And so again, we'll be diving into each one of those. And these 3 strategies specifically come from the book that I will be giving you at the end of this presentation. So make sure you stay tuned, because I will be verbally telling you the link to get your free access to this book. Again, this is currently listed on Amazon for $20, and so you can go there and get it if you want, but I want to give it to you for free. And so again, I'm going to teach you some of the concepts from here, my 3 favorite ones from this book, and then again, I'll give it to you at the end, so make sure you stay tuned. All right, so diving into strategy number 1, which is buying power based on VIX, which essentially means we need to adjust how much money we trade with based on the market risk. And so how do we do this? Well, here's what most traders do. They look at their trading account and they go, cool, I have $5,000. That means that I can trade with all $5,000. And again, sure, maybe that is true, you can, but options are a leveraged asset, which means that your wins are really large, but your losses are also really large as well. And the second that volatility spikes, you can see here, this is a 15% spike in volatility that happened in 30 minutes. So this would cause a huge loss as an option seller. And again, this could lead to maybe you blowing up your account in literally a matter of 30 minutes. And so again, if you have your whole account invested and something like this happens, you would basically blow up your account or lose half of it in 30 minutes. And so this is why it doesn't work and why you see a lot of options traders blowing up their account, because of things like this. And so here's what you should be doing instead. You should be looking at VIX, which is the volatility index. You type in VIX on a chart and it shows you a graph of what volatility is doing. When volatility is higher, option sellers, we have less risk. So when volatility is higher, we use more money. When volatility is lower, we use less money. So here in the middle, we probably use a little bit less. Here at the very bottom, we use the least amount of money. Why? Well, because we want to determine how much money we're trading with based on the risk that VIX shows us. And so if we adjust our risk, or how much money we're trading with based on where VIX is, we can reduce our losses by a lot, because we're in less trades here. So when it spikes, we have less losses, and then now we have more money to actually trade at the safer levels. So that's how you do it. Now you might be saying, Austin, that's cool, but I don't want to be checking VIX all the time. I don't want to read charts. I don't want to do math. No problem. The Options Auto Trader has you handled. You can literally just click enable to this setting, which says adjust buying power limit based on VIX, which means adjust how much money you're trading with based on VIX, the chart I just showed you. And every single minute of every single day, we will check a VIX for you, and we will make sure that your count is within the right levels for what you're doing. So just click enable, and just like that, you've been able to adjust how much money you're using based on VIX without you needing to do anything. So if you're looking to automate your trading, which is the best way to reduce risk, you can also now use this to adjust your buying power based on it. Next, strategy number 2, which is get out before the market actually crashes using math. So too many people use hoping and guessing when it comes to the market. They're looking at the market and they're wondering, what's it going to do? I'm curious. I don't know. The news says this. The market says this. My trading charts say this. I don't know what to do. And they get confused and they end up staying in the market. And then they have a huge crash. And here's why it doesn't work. They're buying on the way up, they get scared, they hold, and they sell at the bottom, and people repeat. How many times have you bought only for it to turn around against you the second after? That's happened to me way too many times. And the reason is because you're using hoping, or you're using guessing, or using something that you can't really understand. We need to use math to understand the market. And that's where this indicator comes in. It's called the Bollinger Band indicator. You can add it to your chart. You adjust the settings so that you make it a 200-day moving average. Most people don't know this, but if you do that, then it gives you this incredible settings, which basically show, hey, if the stock is trading within this shaded area or within the red and green line, you're good to go. If it breaks outside of the red line, you're at a very high chance of the market crashing. If you're below the green line, you're a very high chance of the market bouncing, which either way isn't really great for us as an option seller, because again, we want slow, consistent movement, which happens inside of this range. You can see here, breaks above the red side, crash. Breaks below, we bounce. breaks above, crash, breaks below, bounce, breaks above, crash. And so what can we do? We can get out of the market or put on more hedges when the market gets here, and we can maybe just buy calls or something like that here to take advantage of the upside. So just like that, we can now avoid a lot of crashes. Like you can see, we would have avoided this one, you would have avoided most of this one, you would have avoided this one. Again, all because we're using a math-based symbol. Perfect. So you might be saying, Austin, I don't want to read charts. I don't want to track the market. I don't want to know what's going on. I want to spend time with my family. I want to enjoy retirement. No problem. I got you covered. You just click enabled on this, exit early if market crash is likely. And it looks at the Bollinger Band for you literally every minute of every day to see, is there risk? Should we be adjusting positions? Should we be closing the trades and things like that? And if you click enable, it will check the Bollinger Band for you so that you're protected from 90% of crashes. This will not save you from all crashes. Nothing will. It's impossible. Crashes are unpredictable, but it will help you get out before 90% of them, which is going to save you a lot of money in the long run from losses. Now we have strategy number 3, which is to turn your strategy into one that better handles volatility. What does this mean? Okay, most traders have heard that a 30 delta to a 25 delta is a safe return. They generate a decent return, but what they don't understand is with a delta that high, although it is on the safer side, but still one that's high is going to lead to what I call a heartbeat performance. AKA when you look at your trading profit and loss, you're going to see winning, losing, winning, losing, winning, losing, winning, losing. How many of y'all have seen this? You enter a trade and it's immediately winning, then it's losing, then it's winning, then it's losing, then it's losing, then it's winning. It's so frustrating, right? Because not only is it not giving us consistent results, but it's making our emotions get stirred up, which leads us to making stupid decisions by closing too early or holding on to a loser when we shouldn't, and all these things. And so the thing is, we need a more consistent profit and loss graph, a more consistent performance. And so that's why moving our delta to something lower, like a 10 delta, is a great way to reduce volatility risk, but also juggle our profit and loss win rate. So what do I mean by this? Vega here shows volatility risk, Vega, volatility risk, okay? You can see here, Vega for 25 delta is $11. Vega for the 10 delta is $6. That means it's basically the volatility risk for 10 delta is basically half the risk of a 25 delta. So just like that, by moving to 10 deltas, you can then basically not only increase your win rate, but also increase how much you're impacted by volatility. Super simple change that almost anybody can make. And so you might be wondering, how do I do this in the options auto trader or in OAT? Again, when you're structuring the trade, you just set up the trade for 10 delta. Now by default, we automatically plug in 10 delta when you're setting up a strategy because we make sure all the best practices are there for you. Are you guys getting this? Is this making sense? Like, do you feel like you can protect your account from volatility risk now? Like you see, okay, this is what can happen. This is probably what I'm doing, and this is how I change it, right? Are you getting this? Is this making sense? I hope so, because it's literally super simple. Change how much you're using based on where VIX is. Use a simple math indicator to understand risk and not trade during those times. And then you can also change your strategy to be better fit. And then if you're someone who's like, that, it's a lot of work, but I don't want the risk, then you can use automation to do all of it for you in real time when you need it. So today you have learned the secret options automation tool. You have learned the 3 best strategies. Again, there's 5 more in the book, which I'll be giving you here shortly. So stay tuned. I'll be giving you this book for free. Again, it's $20 on Amazon, which would be more than worth it if you bought it. But I want to give it to you for free. And there's 5 more. I want to make sure you implement them all. But now I'm going to show you how Roman actually used the options auto trader to do this and keep his account protected from volatility by using these safeguards. So if you don't know who Tony Robbins is, he is actually one of the highest paid life coaches who has trained people like presidents, like Olympians, athletes, poker players. People like that are at the highest level. And he said this one time, and it stuck with me. He said, if you want to achieve success, all you need to do is find a way to model those who have already had success. And basically what that means is when we have a goal, we should find someone who has already hit that goal and just copy what they did. If we just follow what they did, the odds of us getting to that goal is a lot higher than us trying to figure it out ourselves, right? And so that's exactly what Roman did. He goes, Austin, I've never traded options before, but I want to do this and I want to do it right. So tell me, how do you do it? And so he basically just copied what I did and what I was doing. And then again, he had success. So what a surprise, right? So step number one here. This is what he did, the steps. Step number one, he signed up for the options auto trader. So if you want to get started on this step one, you need to sign up for the options auto trader. Step number two, you need to connect your broker so you have something to trade through. So you have to connect your broker. Step number three is he cloned one of our bots. He said, Austin, what bots are you using right now that's working? I said these, and he just clicked it and cloned it. And inside the software, you can just click and clone some of our best bots. And then step number four, he set up the protection. He set up the volatility protection, set up the crash protection, and limited his amount that he was trading with to be a reasonable amount for his account. So he set up the protection as well. And step number five, he started profiting on autopilot. Within his first 6 months, he made $18,272. He also created a bot that hedged and created protection when the market crashed, which is another strategy that I cover in depth in the book. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But anyways, and within a matter of 6 months, he made $18,000. Are you getting this? Right? Someone who had no experience with the option was able to do this. But don't listen to me and don't take my word for it. Let's hear what Roman had to say.
My biggest fear was that it's not going to work because stuff on the internet usually doesn't work. But that particular one, I'm impressed and shocked. I absolutely love it. And this is my honest opinion, by the way.
So
I was not paid to say that. Yeah, go ahead. I can actually think of retirement now because I can see the horizons, which is a huge thing for a lot of people, I'm sure. So that's the thing. So once I start using AutoTrader, I basically can see the timeline, when I'm going to reach my goal. Starting, I believe it was March, year-to-date profit, and again, it's my first time rodeo. I didn't know nothing about options before. I mean, I did know about options, but I never trade options. So, and I made a bunch of mistakes that nothing to do with a trader. Made $3,070. Altogether, maybe it took me like the whole thing. It took about an hour of my time since March to we're in May.
That's awesome. I mean, that's the whole goal of this, right?
Right. So this is as hands off as it can be.
Are you guys getting this? Did you hear what Roman said? He has never placed an options trade before, and now he's able to do so. He's made money, and he only spent 1 hour getting it set up, which is incredible, right? Can you imagine setting something up once for 1 hour and then making 3,000 from it? And so that's exactly what Roman did. But not only that, what I love is what it actually meant for his life. Is it meant that despite all these years of working and not having a way to see his money work for him, meaning that he didn't think he'd find a way to retire, he's actually seeing, hey, I'll actually be able to retire one day, and that's what means the world. So if you're looking to retire or something like that, or you never traded options before, you're in the right place and you're good to go. But not only has Roman used it, Lorna, who's a retired software developer, has been using this tool as well to generate money. Don, a retired VP of sales, has used this to generate consistent, reliable income. And so has Tom, who is a retired entrepreneur and author, has used this tool as well. So many people against every domains of life, whether they have experience with options or not, has been able to use this tool and reduce their risk a ton. So you might be saying, okay, cool, can I do this too? And the answer is yes. Why do I think you can do it? Because we have hundreds of successful users, most of them who have no prior experience trading. Now, again, here is one requirement, though. You do need at least $25,000 to fully take advantage of this platform. So if you have at least $25,000, then yes, you can do this too. Why do I think you can do this? Because 70% of our users make $1,000 in their first 30 days. And I'm talking about real money verified from their broker. This is a metric that I track for our members, and it's insane. 70% of them do it. So again, if you're okay with a 70% chance of hitting $1,000 within your first 30 days, then this can be a tool for you. Now again, if you think you're an above average person, you'll probably have above average results. If you think you're a below average person, you might have below average results. But still, this is what the average member has been able to do, and this is why I think you can do it too. Now you might be saying, I have no technical experience. Don't worry, it's basically foolproof and super simple to set up. It can literally be done in less than 30 minutes, and this can be done from anywhere in the world. You set it up once and it will work for you in the background. You don't need to have literally nothing else you need to do. Now, the main question is probably how much money can I expect to make? Well, again, I cannot promise returns of any kind. The market is crazy and trading is risky. But here are some profit goals you should have within your first 30 days. If you have a $50,000 or basically $25,000 to $100,000 account, your profit goal in the first 30 days should be around $2,000. If you have an account size of $100,000 to $500,000, then your profit target, which you should be trying to hit, is about $5,000 in the first 30 days, or about $5,000 per month. And if you have a $500,000 account or higher, your profit target should be about $10,000 a month. So again, this is what I've seen for our members on average. Again, nothing. Again, I can't promise returns. I can't say you're going to do this, but this is a good profit target to look forward to based on your account size. But not only that, here we're talking about risk and we're talking about volatility. So the question is, how much loss can I prevent? Well, if you're trading a $50,000 to $100,000 account size and a crash happens or volatility spikes, you can easily, if not more, lose $15,000. So by implementing the 3 strategies and automation that I showed you today, you can easily save yourself from losing $15,000 of your hard-earned money that you've worked to save. This could literally disappear in an instant if you're not properly protected. So again, you could save $15,000 by implementing the strategy I showed you today. If you have an account size between $100,000 to $500,000, you could easily be saving yourself $50,000. And if you have an account size of $500,000 to $1 million, you could easily be saving yourself from $100,000 plus losses just from one market crash or volatility spike. So again, not only is everything I taught you today helping you to make more money, but it's also helping you reduce your risk so that your losses, you don't have any crazy extreme losses. So on this training so far today, I have covered the 3 best strategies to implement to help you reduce your volatility risk. I've taught you about the Options Auto Trader, which is the only tool that implements all these best practices by default. I've showed you how simple it is to get set up, which is 1, you need to sign up for the Options Auto Trader. You're going to connect your broker, clone one of our proven bots, add volatility protection that you want, and then sit back and let it work for you. I showed you how Ryan has used this to make $3,000 a month, and I showed you how a complete newbie uses it to make $3,000 in his first 3 months, which is insane. So, or not only that, but I've also I've showed you a lot today, so I hope you've enjoyed it. I've also showed you how much money you can prevent yourself from losing just by implementing these strategies. And so let me ask you a quick question. Was our time together so far enjoyable and valuable, yes or no? Have you enjoyed our time together? Have you learned something? I hope the answer is yes, because I did my best to try to give you that. Also, do you now feel more confident in your ability to generate reliable options income and protect your account from volatility, from crashes and things like that? Yes or no? Do you feel like you can implement these strategies and actually do that? Hopefully the answer is yes, because I tried to make this super tactical. And then also, is it fair to say that using these 3 lessons and 3 strategies that I taught you today, that you'll have an unfair advantage over other option sellers and traders? Yes or no? I believe the answer is yes to all of them, but the answer is up to you. So if all that was true and all of that is yes, then I have a question for you. Would you be interested in seeing an amazing offer to help you implement everything I just showed you super quickly? Would you be interested in hearing how you can actually use the Options Auto Trader and implement these 3 strategies and literally the other 5, because there's 8 different strategies, as quickly as possible so that you can protect your account? Guys, if you look at the market right now, a lot is happening. There's a lot of craziness, and we want to make sure our accounts are protected. So are you cool if I show you a quick way to do this? Sweet. So let's dive in. I am giving you access to my Retire Using Option Bots program. This is a full-fledged program to help you retire and rely on that income by using simple options bots. So here's what you're going to get when you invest in this program today. You're going to get for free the next 12 months the Options Auto Trader. Who here would like a free 12-month access to the Options Auto Trader? I think everyone's probably saying yes now. So again, when you invest in this program, I will be giving you 12 months of access to the Options Auto Trader for free when you invest in this program. So again, here's what our pro members get. They get 10 broker connections, so they can connect their Roth, they can connect their normal broker account, they can connect Tasty Trade, Charles Schwab, all those at the same time. You have up to 10 broker connections, 50 live trading bots, so 50 bots across your live accounts. You can do up to 100 paper trading bots. You have a $100,000 limit per bot, and you get access to priority support and so much more. You'll be able to automate trades like selling puts, selling calls, buying puts, buying calls, all those naked trades. You'll be able to do the 1-1-2 trade, the 1-1-1 trade, ratio spreads, and things like that. You'll be able to automate iron condors, credit spreads, debit spreads, calendar spreads. You'll be able to automate it all. You'll be able to automate selling strangles, buying strangles, straddles, whatever you can automate on your, or I should say trade on your own broker, you'll be able to automate through the options auto trader. And not only that, you'll be able to get rid of a lot of things too. When you're using the options auto trader, you'll be able to get rid of any alert subscriptions you have. No more needing to pay for that. Go into Discord and copy alerts, all that annoying stuff that takes a lot of time. No more trading signals groups. No more charting software. No more market research subscriptions, because we pay a lot of money just for data for you, so you don't have to worry about that. No more trade journaling software. That can alone cost you as much as $100 a month, but you get it built into our system. No more manual trading. No more worrying about advisor or performance fee, because we don't charge that. Again, you get free 12 months of access to this program, which is insane. But you'll also be able to get rid of risk management tools, because we built all the best risk practices inside the software. No more analytics software. No more need for option screeners. No more emotional trading, which has been my favorite thing about using automation. And no more stress from checking your trades 24/7. So if you're tired of being stuck to the screen, again, you'll finally be able to get rid of that stress, that time, and all these extra costs that you don't actually need. But not only that, we've had so many great results. You can see here David saying there's no more FOMO because the auto trader places the trades for you within the conditions you choose. So you don't have to worry, did I enter at the right time or miss out on the trade? So if you've ever worried, you're like, oh my gosh, I missed out on this trade. It would have been a good entry, but I had a meeting, but I was spending time with my kids, but I was working something. Or you're like, oh my gosh, I should have got out of the trade, but I just didn't have the time, and you ended up losing money or not making money. You'll no longer have to deal with that, as David has said. And again, he said, give the auto trader a try. You only have money to gain. So who here would like to be like David and never have FOMO again? It's great, right? Bruce said the auto trader system is next level. So he's from New Zealand, which is awesome, because for him, the market is closed. The market is open when he's asleep. And as you can see here, he says, for people outside of the US like me, the auto trader means I do not have to go live during the market open hours. I can set it up once and let it run its course. So guys, whether you're international or whether you're in the US, we shouldn't be spending our time stuck to the screen 24/7. We have better things to do with our time, like spending it with our family, with our kids, and our hobbies, and doing things we love. So Bruce says, amazing system, AAA+++. Are you guys getting this? Are you seeing how cool this is? All right, and last but not least, Steve Faulkner said, I love this service. It takes the work out of income generation from option selling. Guys, if you've been option selling for any amount of time, you know that you can have a lot of positions open at one time. They're hard to manage, hard to get right. But again, when you have a system that is watching it based on your rules, it becomes amazing. It becomes smooth and it becomes easy. Sweet. So now you might be asking, what if I already have an options auto trader account? No worries. If you invest in this program today, I will upgrade your existing account and push out your next payment for a whole 12 months. So you will also get free access for 12 months. So if you have a current plan, again, we'll automatically just push your next payment out for 12 months, so that you have free access for 12 months when you invest in this program. Now you might be saying, what happens after the 12 months, Austin? Are you going to charge me an arm and a leg? Absolutely not. Look, here is the thing. If you would have told me just 12 months ago that I would have a bot that's making me $5,000 to $6,000 per month on autopilot, I would not have believed you. And so again, I didn't know where my trading would be just 6 months ago. I didn't realize I would be this far. And so I don't know where you're going to be either, right? You might be making $1,000, $2,000, maybe even $10,000 a month with these bots. I don't know where you'll be, and so I don't know what's going to be best for you. So how about we just get started and get going and see where it will be, and at the end of 12 months you can decide what plan is best for you. Does that sound fair? Does that sound good? Let's just get started. Let's actually see how how this works in 12 months, I'll send you a reminder, and you'll be able to pick the plan that best works for you. And so again, if that sounds good, then let's continue on. So here's what you're going to get when you invest in this program today. You're going to get the Options Auto Trader 12-month Pro Plan. This is a $2,364 value. That's a total value of $2,364. You also get access to our Options Auto Trader Masterclass. You know exactly how to get set up, what bots work best for your account, and everything you need to get going quickly in under 15 minutes. Step-by-step walkthroughs for everything. And so this works for options traders with a strategy. It works for options traders without a strategy. It works for people who trade undefined or defined risk strategies. It works for people who do credit strategies, debit strategies, calendar strategies. It works for option traders who trade stock options, ETF options, futures options, index options, and more. It works for someone who is new to options but still wants passive income. And it works for people who want to trade options but without all the risk. And so here's what you're going to get. You're going to get the Options Auto Trader 12-month Pro Plan, a $2,364 value. The Options Auto Trader Masterclass, a $1,997 value. That's a total value of $4,361. But you might be saying, but Austin, I don't have a strategy. How do I know what to set up in the Options Auto Trader? And by now, you should know that I have you covered. So I'm giving you access to my retirement income bots. These are the bots that are the most consistent, most reliable income generating bots in all markets. And so again, with one click, you'll be able to use this. So whether you don't have a strategy yet, you can use this. But if you also have one, but you're looking for more consistency, you can still use this. And so you'll get access to all of my best retirement income bots. And yes, I'm using most of these myself on my main account. But not only that, I'm going to give you access to my hedging bots, because a lot of time you're like, Austin, that's cool, but there are losses that can come from this, and I completely understand that's true. And so I wanted to give you access to my hedging bots, so that if the market does take a downturn, because it will do that, you now can have a way to have some protection on automatically, have some automatic hedges running. And so now you get my hedging bots as well. So again, here's what Neil says about my plug and play bots, that he's made a little over $1,300 in his first month of using our bots, which is insane. Who here would like to be like Neil? How much could an extra $1,300 a month change your life? Could it maybe pay for groceries, pay off a car note, things like that? That would be incredible, right? So I hope you're getting this. All right, these are the same bots that Ryan used to make $3,500 in his first 30 days, the same bots that Roman used, the same bots that David used to make $1,000 in his first 30 days, and the same bots that Dean used to make $700 in his first 30 days. So again, you are in good company. People, including myself and others, have used these bots to generate income from the market. So what are you going to get when you invest in this program today? You're going to get the Options Auto Trader 12-month Pro Plan for free, a $2,364 value. You're going to get the Options Auto Trader Masterclass, a $1,997 value. You're going to get my retirement income bots, which have literally spent me years to perfect these strategies, and I'm giving it to you, so just in one click you can start using them. Also giving you my hedging options bots, that you can actually be protected when a crash comes. That's a total value of $12,361. And I thought, what else do you need? I've given you the software. I've given you the training for the software. I've given you the bots that you can literally get started in less than 10 minutes. And I thought, you know what? How about support? And so I'm going to be giving you access to my concierge video support team. This is typically only available to people who pay $5,000 a year, but I want to give it to you for free when you invest in this program today. So again, this means at any time, if you have a question, you just pop open that box, send me your question, and our team will send a detailed video response back walking you through exactly how to do what you want to do. You can review your bots or anything you need. So if you ever get stuck, just reach out and we'll help you. So what are you going to get when you invest in this program today? You're going to get the Options Auto Trader 12-month Pro Plan for free, a $2,364 value. The Options Auto Trader Masterclass, a $1,997 value. The Retirement Income Options Bots, a $5,000 value. The Hedging Options Bots, a $3,000 value. Our Concierge Video Support, to make sure you are actually helped along the entire way and you're never left stranded. That's a total value of $12,858. So if all this program did was finally make you consistent income every month from options, would it be worth it? Ask yourself that, yes or no. If it could finally give you the ability to make an extra $500, extra $800, maybe an extra $1,000, $2,000 a month, would it be worth it? If all this program did was help you have true time freedom, so that you were no longer stuck to the screen, so you could actually spend time with your kids, your grandkids, your wife, outdoors and doing things you like, would it be worth it? Yes or no? And if all this program did was give you the ability to sleep at night because you're protected from market crashes, have real stop losses, and you have a bot that's watching your trades literally every second of every day to make sure that you're protected, would it be worth it? For me, it's a wholehearted yes, and I hope it's a yes for you too. So guys, look, I had two choices when putting this program together, and that was the first option, go as cheap as possible, which would only make me want to sell as many as possible because that's how it would make money, but it wouldn't really incentivize me to stack the value for you. And so then there was a second option, which requires a little higher investment on your side, but in exchange, I can devote more of my resources to help guarantee your success. And by now, you should know a little bit about me, that I love to over-deliver, and I want to make sure that I help you get success, and so I picked the second option. So hopefully by now you can see that it's a good deal at $12,000. And how it would be a steal at $5,000. Like if you could get this for $5,000, this whole deal, that would be insane, right? And for the general public, it's $1,997. But because I'm looking for more testimonials and you stayed throughout this entire training so far, I want to give you an insane deal. Does that sound fair? So I'm going to give you an insane deal if you agree to let me share your results on futures training. Say, yes, Austin, you can share my results on future trainings. All right, sweet. If I see yeses, then we're good to go. Sweet. So you guys are okay with me sharing that, which I'm awesome because I want more results to share with others. Sweet. So you can get started now for just $997. That's right. A one-time payment of $997 by going to oatdiscount.com/volatility. So you can open up a new browser tab and go to oatdiscount.com/volatility. So again, that's how you can get started now in investing in yourself and investing in this program. But look, this software so far has taken me over 3,600 hours to build, to make sure every bug is out, every system works flawlessly, and that my account of over $200,000 was executing on it perfectly. Now we have over $30 million connected, and has literally cost me over $500,000 in development costs and time and everything to make this product amazing for you. And instead of charging you anywhere near this price, which is what it has cost me, and like I mentioned, we have over $30 million connected to this platform right now. So again, out of all the time and energy and success we've had, again, I could charge a lot more for this, but I'm going to let you get started now for just $997, a one-time payment of $997 when you go to oatdiscount.com/volatility. Sweet. So now you have two choices. First option, do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which is 100% risk-free, which I'll explain here in a second. Or the second option, make this small investment today compared to all the value you get in return and just give it a shot, right? Look, my business motto is simple. If I can't make you money, then I don't deserve yours, and I truly believe that. Okay, guys, I want you to make money. That's what I'm here for. And if I don't, ask for your money back, please. I will give it all back, no questions asked. So that's why we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you sign up today and you don't like it for any reason, even if you make money with this system and you ask for a refund, I will still give it back to you. So guys, I don't care what reason, no questions asked, 30 days, I will give you your money back. And honestly, if it's a bit after that, I'll still give you your money back anyways, because I am here to make sure that you're happy and we're both happy and we're doing well together. So you can go to oatdiscount.com/volatility, sign up for this offer right now. So here's the real question. Is it worth gambling a few minutes of your time to check this out, which if it does even half of what I claim today, could pay for itself 30 days after your first bot goes live? Guys, as I mentioned before, 70% of our members make $1,000 in their first 30 days. And so again, you could be one of those people if you're even average. And so you could literally pay the bot off, pay off the investment in yourself in this program in as little as 30 days, if not less. And so again, you could literally pay it off that fast, making the rest of the year pure profit for you. That is my goal, to help you pay this off in less than 30 days so that everything else is profit. And so that's my goal, and that's my kind of charge for you to do. So here's what you're going to get when you invest in this program today. You're going to get the Options Auto Trader 12-month pro plan for free. That is a $2,364 value. You're going to get the Options Auto Trader Masterclass, a $1,997 value. Our Retirement Income Bots, a $5,000 value. Our Hedging Options Bots, a $3,000 value. Our Concierge Video Support to make sure you are handheld along the entire way, as a total value of $12,858. And you can get started now for this one payment of $997. Plus, when you invest in this program today, you'll also get 3 incredible bonuses, okay? Bonus number 1 is the broker quick start guides. I've gotten this question so many times. Austin, I'm starting, I want to get going, but I don't know exactly what account I need, what broker to set up, and so I put together these very in-depth guides, which includes a video and a step-by-step PDF walk through that goes, okay, if you have this account, set it up this way, this is how we do it. If you don't have an account, then you can pick any one of your favorites and then go through this step to get started quickly. Does that sound good? Are you guys getting this? My goal is to help you get started quickly. I'm also going to be giving you bonus number 2, because I've been asked a lot as well. Austin, you say there's a lot of people having success with this program. I'm in our private Discord. I'm seeing these members. What are they doing exactly? Like, what is their exact bots and why is it working? And so what I did is I filmed an entire course where I went over in detail. Each video is dedicated to a person in our program who has had a lot of success. So like Roman and like Ryan, basically, I mean, these are just 2 of the people, but I broke down, here's exactly what they did, and here's their bot. So with one click, you can also start doing that too. So I'm going to be throwing in that course for free. That gives you access to basically a deep dive on each person, as well as access to their bots that they have built. Next, I'm giving you access to bonus number 3, because once you start trading and when you start making more money, what you'll be needing is you'll probably be wanting to cut your taxes down. At least that's how it worked for me. And so I put together a full-fledged course on how I reduce my trading taxes by $3,000 just by making a few simple changes. And so I'm giving you access to that course for free when you invest in this program today as well. And so here's everything you're going to get. You're going to get the Options Auto Trader, a 12-month pro plan, a $2,364 value. You're going to get access to the Options Auto Trader Masterclass, a $1,997 value. The Retirement Income Options Bots, a $5,000 value. The Hedging Bots, a $3,000 value. Concierge Video Support. Bonus number 1, the Broker Quick Start Guides you'll get for free, which is a $297 value. Bonus number 2, the case studies and bots course, which is I'm giving it to you for free, but it's easily worth $4,000. And then bonus number 3, cut your trading taxes in half course, which helps me personally save $3,000 in taxes. That's a total value of $20,155, but you can get started now for just one payment of $997. That's right. Go to oatdiscount.com/volatility to get started now. One-time payment of $997. Now stop here for a second. This is very important, and I want to make sure you hear me, okay? For the first 20 people, I have something even more incredible. Okay, so here's what our normal pro members get. They get 10 broker connections, 25 live trading bots, 50 paper trading bots, 100,000 limit per bot, and priority support. And although that's great, I want to over deliver, and I want to do something even greater for my action takers, for my people who want to get started right now. And that is this. For the first 20 people who sign up, you will get unlimited broker connections. That's right. I'm not just going to double it. I'm not just going to triple it. I'm going to give you unlimited, which means you can connect as many accounts as you want from as many different brokers as you'd like. So you're good to go in that department. And not only that, I'm not going to double or triple your bots. I'm going to give you access to unlimited live bots. Guys, we have members paying $500 a month just for access to unlimited bots, and I'm going to throw it in here for free for my action takers. Not only that, I'm going to give you access to unlimited paper bots, so you can literally test as many strategies as you want with no limits. And I'm going to increase the limit per bot up to $250,000, which is literally insane. Almost everyone can definitely use all of this. And in addition to priority support, I will also give you access to weekly coaching inside of our private community to make sure that you have all the answers you need. Everything is figured out, and you can literally come to us at any time. So that is the deal for the first 20 people. Are you guys getting this? Does that sound nice? Quick, go to odiscount.com/volatility. Okay, so here what you get for the first 20 people. Most people are getting a 30-day refund, right? Which means if you don't like it for any reason in 30 days, then just ask for your money back and you'll get it. But for the first 20 people instead of 30, I thought I could do better. I thought, you know what? Let's do a 60-day refund. I was like, you know what? They deserve better. So I'm giving you guys a 90-day refund policy. Guys, look, most people make $1,000 in the first 30 days. Well, I want to give you 90 days, literally 3 months to decide if this is right for you. So literally just sign up and invest in yourself and invest in this program today. And then you have 3 months to decide if this is actually a good fit. You have 3 months to put it together and see if this is actually going to work for you, which probably will. It's worked for so many others. And so again, I want to give you, for the first 20 people, a 90-day refund window. So again, you have 3 months to test out this baby. All right, sweet. And you might be wondering, how do I know if this is still valid? How do I know if I'm one of the first 20? Well, I put on the checkout page that is a countdown for the number of spots. So again, 20 spots is what I'm doing for this special time offer. Again, you'll probably see this as less than, it'll probably be around 15 or so, because I know that people have already signed up. So again, when this thing disappears, when this message disappears, you will not be one of the first 20. It's okay. It's still an incredible offer. But again, if you want to be one of the first 20, if you want to get access to the free upgrade to the unlimited plan, and you want a 90-day refund instead, policy window, then now is your time to sign up. Go to odiscount.com/volatility. This is the last reminder. For the first 20 people who sign up, you will get upgraded to the unlimited plan for free for life, which means that you literally get to lock in unlimited access to the entire software at one super low cost of basically free, because you get 12 months free when you invest in this program, and you'll get access to the software to test drive it for 90 days. Does that sound fair? Does that sound good? All right, sweet. Seems like you guys are going wild. That's awesome. Okay, you can get started now by clicking on the button down below, or going to odiscount.com/volatility and clicking on the link, and then you'll go to just type in your name, your email, your shipping address, because we actually want to ship you out some fun stuff. What you'll also want to do is you'll want to put in your credit card and then click on complete purchase. You can see there you're getting access to our Retire Using Option Bots program, and you're getting a free 12 months access to the Options Auto Trader. As soon as you click the checkout button, you'll immediately get access to all of the resources here, the bonuses and everything like that, so that you can get started now or get started when you're ready. Sweet. The question is, if you haven't started now, if not now, then when? When are you going to get started? Because the truth is, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. And if you never heard this story, the best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. Why? Because now it would be big, it would be grown, it would be providing shade. Maybe if it's an apple tree, it would have a ton of apples on it, right? And so the thing is sometimes the best things just take time. But if we didn't go back in time and do it earlier, then the next best time to start is now. The next best time to plant a tree is right now. And so if you feel like you've gone a bit too far, don't worry. The best time to start is right now. Sometimes I wish I had a DeLorean from Back to the Future where I could just go back into the past and shake my young Austin self and be like, Austin, this is the path. This is what you should do. Get started, right? If I would have done that, I would be so much further ahead in life. I might already own an island for my trading profits. Just kidding. But the goal here is just to get started, guys. If you don't get started, nothing will change. And so if you like your current life, if you like stressing out over trades, if you like not having enough time because you're always stuck in front of the screen, then keep doing what you're doing. But if you want something different, it requires a change. Guys, Go sign up now, odiscount.com/volatility, and don't miss out and be one of the first 20 people. But I just wanted to remind you that I did not forget about the book. I will be giving you this book in literally 3 minutes. First, I just want to go through some Q&A real fast. Okay, so here's the questions. I always hear sometimes, Austin, this sounds too good to be true. Will this work for me? As always, there is nothing that is 100% guaranteed in the market. I have not guaranteed returns, nor will I ever, because it's impossible. If somebody does, run the other way. Okay? What I am saying is that we use very reliable and consistent strategies. They do lose, of course, but they are more times than not very consistent. And so with that, you're also able to combine these amazing strategies with automation so that you can make sure you get in at the right time, you exit at the right time, and everything is managed for you. So again, if you want something that will help you increase your profits, decrease your losses because it's protecting you, and give you more time back, then this is the program for you. Next, if the market crashes or volatility spikes, will this actually protect me? And things like in an August 6th event where volatility spiked 200%, yes, our systems were able to get people out of trades before most of the crashes and even during the crashes. So yes, you would have been fine there. Now again, would you have losses? Absolutely. Because again, unless you have hedges upon hedges upon hedges, you're still going to lose some money. But you're going to have everything being watched, being tracked, and your rules being followed so that you can cut your losses quickly. So this will help you do that. Next, I'm not tech savvy and I don't think I'll be able to set this up. Is it actually easy? Great question. Guys, we've literally had people who are 80 years old on this platform who are not tech savvy. So again, no shame if you're that age. That's awesome. But you will be able to do this. This platform was built around simplicity, about being the simplest thing to use. And again, even if you have no idea what options are, you can use one of our pre-built bots. Just click on start using this bot and it'll be set up for you just like that. So again, this system is super simple. I walked you through it. And again, if you get stuck, that's why I gave you access to our concierge and video support so that we can continue walking you through the process. Next, what if I lose money? I can't afford big losses at my age. I 100% agree. This whole goal of the software is to eliminate big losses. Big losses suck. We don't want them. I'm not saying that losses won't happen because they will. Sorry about that. But what I am saying is that we can use these systems to dramatically cut our losses. And so again, you as a human will make mistakes. You won't be available when needed to cut losses at the right time. You'll be too emotional to actually do all this correctly, especially in the event of a crash. And so it's so much better to have a system doing this for you. So if you want the peace of mind that comes with knowing that you have your own assistant watching your trades 24/7, then this program is for you. Now, you might be asking, how long do I have access to concierge support? Because, most people pay $500 a month for that. Well, again, you get free access to that as long as you're a member, because I want to make sure that anytime you have a question, you can reach out and get a response in under 2 hours. Like, that is my goal with my support team. We typically get responses down in under an hour, and I'm not talking about some generic response. I'm like a detailed video walkthrough response so that you know exactly what to do in under an hour. So if you're fed up with other programs who don't actually, you can't actually talk to or won't actually help you, then that is not this program. We are here for you all the way. One question is, I've tried other automation tools and lost money. How is this one different? This one is built for long-term option sellers who want to generate reliable monthly income and understand that small wins compounded with little losses is the way to go. So if you're someone who loves option selling on stock, option selling on futures, things like that, and you have a long-term goal, you're like, okay, I understand that I'm going to use these long-term strategies. They're going to be consistent and reliable, and they may take time, but they're going to generate reliable money. Then you are our person. You are the person this is built for. So again, if you're trying to do a ton of complex indicators, strategy things, it's probably not the best tool for you. But again, this program was built around simplicity and profitability. I don't know if any other platform actually measures and improves the success of their members. Like I said, I measure how many of my members make money in their first 30 days, and it's always my goal to improve that amount. And so again, I'm super excited around that, and so we're actually here to help you succeed. So again, I can't guarantee that you'll have success with this, but I can say that it will be simple and we will help you the entire way. Sweet. So what happens after a year? Am I going to hit a huge renewal amount? By default, you'll renew to our $197 a month plan after your 12 months of free access. But again, you're welcome to change that based on what you need. Remember, I would have never known that I would be making about $5,000 a month on autopilot just 6 months ago. And so I don't know where you'll be in just 6 months, maybe 12 months. And so again, you can decide what plan is best for you then. But again, yeah, no worries about that because I will send you a reminder before anything ever renews. Perfect. What broker accounts work with this, and is it safe to connect them? Yeah, so we do Tasty Trade, Charles Schwab, Thinkorswim, Tradier, and TradeStation. All these brokers literally did an intense security audit before they allowed us to integrate with them, and they all came back with flying colors. So yes, we are very secure, very safe. We keep all of our audits, and literally they would not have given us approval if they didn't trust us. And so we have approval from all of the biggest brokers in the United States. And so yes, it's safe to connect with them, and so you can use Tasty Trade, Thinkorswim, Charles Schwab, Tradier, or TradeStation, with more coming soon. Sweet. What if I want to enter myself and have the bot manage it? So like I want to nail down the perfect entry, but then I want to give the trade to the bot so that it can exit for me. We have a lot of traders who do that, specifically like Simpler Trading with John Carter there. Like he does that same thing. They nail down the entry themselves. Then they can literally, it's called an import feature where you just import that trade to the options auto trader, and then it will manage the exits for you. Now, can I automate my super custom and overcomplicated strategy? I say that in a joking way because yes, you can. This is not the best platform for it. We're all about simplicity and long-term strategies. But if you have something super custom, we do have an API and webhook specifically built for options, which is pretty great. But again, it may not be the best, but you're welcome to try it. That's why you have a 90-day refund window for the first 20 people. Sweet. What is the refund policy? Again, for the first 20 people, you have a 90-day window. So basically a 3-month test drive of the software. And again, if you're outside of that window, you don't see that yellow pop-up anymore on the checkout page at odiscount.com/volatility. Then it's a normal 30-day refund window. So why haven't you signed up yet? That is the real question. Are you ready to increase your profits, decrease your losses, be better protected against volatility, and just want your time back? You want to go play golf, want to travel with your family, things like that. This is the program for you. And so just one last reminder of what you're going to get when you invest in this program today. You're going to get the Options Auto Trader, a 12-month free trial, which is a $2,364 value. You're going to get access to the Options Auto Trader MASTERCLASS, a $1,997 value, access to our retirement options income bots, our hedging bots. You're going to get access to our concierge video support. You'll get access to our broker quick start guides for free, our case study bots course for free as well, and you'll get your cut your trading taxes in half course for free as well. That's a total value of $20,155, and you can get started now for just one payment of $997. Sign up now, odiscount.com/volatility, or click the button down below. Now, grab your free book here. Again, this is the book that will walk you through 8 detailed strategies on everything you need to protect your account from volatility. And yes, you can implement all these things even if you don't have an automation tool. Literally, these are all built for you to manage yourself. So these are all systems that you can do. Super detailed. There's also even a video course included inside of it. So get your phone out, scan this QR code, or go to learn.optionsautotrader.com/volatility-book to get this book. Again, this download will not last long. So pull out your phone, scan this QR code with your camera, or type into your browser window learn.optionsautotrader.com/volatility-book. This will literally give you access to a book that I have spent a very long time on. That like there's Amazon reviews for it, people have bought it and things like that. And I want to give you a free backdoor link to say thank you for joining this training, and I hope you're able to go put this stuff into action. So again, one last time, get your camera out, scan this QR code, or go to learn.optionsautotrader.com/volatility-book. Now, if you want to get access to this exclusive offer of the Options Auto Trader, it's basically your last chance here. Go to odiscount.com/volatility, and I will see you on the inside. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.